Yes. Okay. Lay down on the mat. Knees bent if you have any tension in the lumbar spine. Otherwise, the legs straight and rolled outward. Roll the arms outward. Palm of the hand facing the sky. Slide the shoulder blades over the waist and pull the back of your head away from the shoulders. Allow your neck to move gently toward the ground. Your eyes closed. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tensions. One more time. Relax your forehead, eyebrows, and the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes and let them sink deeper into the skull. Relax the skin of your face and clench your jaw and let your lips open slightly. Relax your throat, your neck and shoulders, arms, forearms and hands. Relax your back, the muscles of your back and your spine, vertebra per vertebra. Relax your belly and the wall abdominal area. Relax your hips, your groins, relax your legs, knees, ankles and feet. Bring your attention into your breathing cycle and start observing every aspect of your breathing cycle. Which part of your body moves the most? Chest or belly? If both moves, which one moves first? Observe without changing anything. Observe simply to know yourself. Observe the length of your breathing cycle. Inhalation and exhalation have the same length, or one of them is naturally longer. Observe the small pauses between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation, the small moments where everything stops, even your breath. Become aware of the full phases of your breathing cycle. Inhalation, pause, exhalation, pause. And even there, observe. Is one of the two pauses longer? Observe also that your throat remains relaxed and open, even during the pauses. Three more observing breaths. At the end of the third, take control and create long, slow, steady breath. Allow your lungs to fill up slowly and get empty slowly. Keep an easy breath and observe your body expanding with every inhalation and gently becoming more compact with every exhalation. Keep a long, slow, easy breath. Imagine that with every exhalation, all your tensions get out of your body. With every exhalation, you feel more and more relaxed. Long, slow, easy breath. From your next breath, focus on your chest. And with every inhalation, start pushing your rib cage to the side. Expand your rib cage with every inhalation. So keep a slight contraction on your abdominal muscles, so the abdominal muscle doesn't move, and all the movement will be focused on the chest. Keep a long, slow, and steady breath. And with every inhalation, keep a small activation of the abdominal muscles in order to expand your chest more and more. With every inhalation, push your ribcage to the side without forcing too much. Just play with those feelings and observe that the more you expand your chest, the more you can feel the muscles of your ribcage working. The more you can feel your ribcage moving to the side. While keeping this expansion breath, focus more and more on the last part of your exhalation. Slow breath at the end of the inhalation, in order to take more and more consciousness about the muscles of your ribcage. And from your next breath, at the end of the inhalation, hold the breath. Still expanding your chest, still using the muscles of your ribcage to keep the chest open, wide. Keep a long, slow, steady breath. Keep the abdominal muscles gently activated in order to expand deeper and deeper your ribcage. And now, focus on the muscles of the rib cage even more in order to create a suspension, a suspended breath. So you're creating this suspension instead of a pause. So the breath, the throat is open and relaxed, but you still create this kind of pause during your breathing cycle. So inhale on your chest, expanding your rib cage. And then at the end of the inhalation, hold the muscles of the rib cage in order to create the pause without closing your throat. Stay there just for a few seconds and then release. Observe the air flowing out of your body in a relaxed way. Inhale, keeping an inhalation long, slow, and steady. At the end of the inhalation, hold the muscles of the rib cage to create a suspension. Exhale with a soft exhalation. And one more time. Inhale. Use the muscles of your rib cage. And exhale softly. Inhale now. At the end of the inhalation, hold the breath by closing the throat. Hold for a few seconds and then inhale again. And hold again for a few seconds. Exhale, keeping a soft exhalation. Inhale completely. Fill up your lungs. When you reach your maximum, hold your breath and relax the muscles of your body. And there, inhale one more time. Hold and relax one more time before exhaling completely. Inhale completely. At the end of the inhalation, hold the breath and relax your body. Relax all the muscles of your body, except the glottis. Inhale one more time. Hold one more time. Keep on relaxing the muscles of your body. And exhale completely. Go back to a normal breath. And observe your normal breath. Observe the quantity of air that you need to breathe. This subtle movement of your breath. A small amount of air that you need to feel alive. Roll on your right side. Push with the left hand to sit up in a cross-legged position. Put your hands over the knees, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, create circles with your lumbar spine. but keep your head still as much as you can. So focus the movement just on the lumbar spine. The shoulders and even the head will move just a tiny bit, but try and move the less you can. Turn also on the other side. Still focusing on moving the less you can, the head. And now sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Put your left hand on your right knee. Roll the right arm outward and push the hand to the left. Look behind you, 3 breaths. At the end of the third, come back to center. Put your right hand on the left knee, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Roll the left arm outward and push the hand to the right. Look behind you, 3 breaths. And back to center. Roll both arms to the side, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, push the thumbs back. And breathe deeply on your chest. So activating gently your abdominal muscles in order to expand your chest. With every inhalation, push your thumbs even more back. With every exhalation, release gently your shoulders and arms. And 3 more. Inhale, push your thumbs back. Exhale, release. Inhale, push your thumbs back. Exhale, release. Inhale, push your thumbs back. Exhale, release. Okay, still in a cross-leg position. Put your right hand down on the ground, not too close to the buttocks, but a little bit, well, I wouldn't say far away, but I would say around 25 centimeters from your buttocks. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Roll the upper arm outward and observe that when you do this movement, the shoulder moves back and down. Keep this movement in place. Roll the left arm outward. Lift the arm up. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Keep the movement of the rolling outward of the upper right arm and push the thumb of the left hand back. 3 breaths. Back, back, back. More. Okay. At the end of the third, lower your left arm, put it parallel to the ground, and push the thumb back. Keep on rolling the right arm up, outward. Okay, 3 breaths. And back to center. Okay. Put your left hand down on the ground, not too close to the buttocks. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Roll the left upper arm outward and observe that the shoulder will move back and down. Lift the right arm up. Push the right thumb back, 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 back. Keep on rolling outward your left arm. 3 breaths. Keep on pushing the thumb back. Sternum lifted, belly in. At the end of the third, lower your right arm parallel to the ground and push the thumbs back. 3 breaths. Keep on rolling the left arm outward. At the end of the third, release. Put your hands on your knees and create again the circles of your lumbar spine. Both on one side and on the other side. Okay, roll both arms outward. Move the hands down to the ground. So the top of the fingers will touch the ground. Okay, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Keep the tip of the fingers onto the ground and move the hands back as much as you can. Still keeping the tip of the fingers in contact with the ground. Keep on moving the hands back, 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 back. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, and breathe on your chest. And release. Okay, now you need to move. Okay, now tabletop position. Put your left hand right under your face. Move the left shoulder to the right in order to align the shoulder and the wrist. Push the right shoulder back, roll the arm outward and push the thumbs to the left. To the left. 3 breaths, look up, look up. Well, actually look at the sky. So turn your head and look up at the sky. 3 breaths. And come back to center. Put your right hand right under your face. Push the right shoulder to the left in order to align the shoulder and the wrist. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Lift your arm, left arm up. Push the left shoulder to the right. Roll the left arm outward and push the thumbs to the right. Look at the sky, 3 breaths. And come back to center. Seat on your heels. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Roll the arms outward, push the thumbs back. And push the hands down toward the ground, like you want to touch the ground. Since you're seated on the heels, it's quite hard, but this is the direction. 3 breaths. Okay, and release. Now, since we want to open the chest, unfortunately, some tortures are arriving. So take the 2 blocks. It's not going to be comfortable. So if you want to, you can put folded blanket, not too thick, but a folded blanket over the brick in order to give some comfort on this torture. So the first block is in this position. The second one is in this position. You're gonna take your sacrum on the first block, and the second block will be just supporting your spine. So the idea is not to have the block too high, so the cervical spine is free. So it's around here, the end of the block. So it will support from the lumbar spine, from the upper lumbar spine to the middle thoracic spine. If you need to, you can put also a small pillow or another folded blanket, and you can put it under the head. It depends on the flexibility that you have on shoulders and cervical spine. Maybe you won't need it, maybe you will. So I'm going to show you, and then we're going to do it together. So I want you to sit with your sternum, with the sternum, no, with the sacrum over the first block, like that. Then you move down onto your elbows. Once that you are on the elbows, you can adjust the block quite easily. So the block will be from the upper lumbar spine to the almost the middle of the shoulder blades. The shoulders are free to move down toward the ground, and the head is free to move down toward the ground. It won't be comfortable because you will feel the edge of the block just in between the shoulder blades. Okay. So, yeah. Once that you have your position, so sacrum flat over the first block, spine supported by the block, keep your knees bent. Push the back of your head away from the shoulders, like we want to do a sort of double chin. And you're going to feel even more pressure from the block. Now, lift your arm up to the sky, palm of the hand facing each other, and stay there for 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, open the arms to the side and relax. I know that relaxing in this pose is not really the good word, but you can relax. So when you are in this position, focus on your breath, on your chest. Observe your chest expanding. The last breath. Now you can either put your arms in cactus pose. If it's a little bit too much for today, then you can spread the arms again. Up to you to find your position. Keep on pushing the back of the head away from the shoulder. Keep on moving the chin toward the base of the throat, like you want to do a double chin. And focus on your breath. Breathe deeper and deeper on your chest. Allow your chest to expand. and stay there. Even if the pressure of the block against the spine is not comfortable, it's not the end of the world. Use the block to give the hint to your chest to open even more, both to the side and back. So keep a relaxed breath. And stay there. 3 more deep breath. At the end of the 3rd breath, keeping your forearm parallel to the ground. Bring the elbows closer to the waist. But keep the forearm parallel to the ground. And keep on breathing deeply on your chest. Straighten your arms up to the sky with the palm of the hand facing each other. 3 more breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, bend your elbows, put your elbows down, and really gently push with the back of the head against the ground to lift your chest. Push even with your elbows to lift the chest. Once the chest is lifted, slide one hand under the chest and slide the block away. Really slowly lower your chest. Once that your shoulders are down on the ground, once that the upper part of the chest is down on the ground, lift your hips and slide the 2nd block out. Lay down completely flat on the ground. The whole spine is flat on the ground now. You don't have any block under. And stay there. Breathe deeply. Roll on your right side. Push with the left hand to sit up. After this posture, take belt. You don't need the belt as a loop, but just as a straight line. We already did this several times. So straighten your arms in front of you. Grab the belt. Keep the arms quite wide. And really slowly lift your arms up. And without moving one shoulder before the other, but moving both shoulders exactly on the same time, allow the arms to move back. And now really slowly, slower, just come back up really slowly. Take your time and focus on moving the shoulders exactly in the same moment. And bring the belt forward all the way down. Okay, now bring the two hands slightly closer if it was easy to move the shoulders exactly on the same time. Otherwise, stay in the same position. And then again, lift your arms really slowly. And moving the shoulders exactly at the same time. Allow the shoulders, allow the belt to move down. Back, back. One more time. Come back up. Your shoulders move at the same time. Bring the two hands closer. Go really to your maximum now, where you think that it's your maximum or the maximum for today. Keep the arms straight, lift your arms. When you reach your maximum, observe if you can move the two shoulders together. If you cannot, just widen just millimeter per millimeter the arms. Once that you've found the good position, allow the arms to move down. Okay, now, once that you have your hands back, lift your arms roughly parallel to the ground. Roughly. And then bend your elbows. But keep it there. Okay. Now straighten your arms, lower your arms. Without losing the grip on the belt, keep the, move the two hands closer. Hands closer to each other. Okay. Now, lift your arms up roughly parallel to the ground and bend your elbows. It's gonna be harder. Sternum lifted, also because the elbows are not against the ground, against the chest, but up. 3 breaths. And release. Okay. Move the belt away. Now, sit in Dandasana. Put your hands over your thighs without pushing, just keep it there. And create small, really small circles with your shoulders. Really small circles. Both on one side and on the other side. Okay. Now, bend your knees. Lean gently back and lift your tibias. Roll the arms outward, palm of the hand facing the sky. Push the arm back into the shoulder sockets, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Stay there, 3 breaths, just 3. At the end of the third, put your feet down. And we're gonna move into Ardha Navasana. And you know, Ardha means half. So it's supposed to be easier. It's not. It's not. It's horrible. So the idea of Ardha Navasana is to have the lumbar spine down on the ground, but the shoulders up. So you're kind of activating a lot your abdominal muscles. And now I'm going to give you 3 different versions. So the first version, the easier one, is with the arms parallel to the ground. So the shoulders are up. I'm going to add some light. So maybe you can see me better. Okay, so the shoulders are high, okay? Arms are parallel to the ground. The first version is with the tibias parallel to the ground. This is the first version. And we're gonna hold the version, whichever version you want, for 3 breaths. The second one is legs straighten and roughly at 60 degrees. Okay, the third one is really low. This one is the hardest one. So we're gonna do we're gonna do 3 breaths and we're gonna do it 3 times. So if it's too hard, go either to an easier version, so the knee bend, for instance, or if it's still too hard, just do 1 or 2 breaths, but do it properly. I prefer to have just 1 breath, but well done, compared to 3 breaths, but not in control of your body. So I know that you already did it, but we're gonna do it again. So the 3 start now. So lift your head, lift your shoulders, arms parallel to the ground, and find your version, either with a tibia parallel to the ground, or legs straight, or the lower one. 3 breaths. And at the end of the third, relax. Beautiful. Prepare for the second one. Lift your head, shoulders, put your arms parallel to the ground. Lift your legs and find your version. 3 breaths. And at the end of the third, relax again. Let go. And be proud of what you're doing now. Prepare for the third time. Lift your head, your shoulders, and your arms. Keep the arms parallel to the ground. Lift your legs, find your version. 3 breaths. And at the end of the third, relax. Good. Okay, now, since we're already in this position, bring the feet closer to your buttock. Roll the arms outward. Slide the shoulder blades over the waist. Pull the back of your head away from the shoulders. Inhale. With the exhalation, push with the feet against the ground. Lift your hips, tuck your tailbone under, and start stretching your thighs. Keep the 2 knees quite close to each other.
Keep on pushing with the feet against the ground to lift your hips and move the chest toward the chin. Then turn your head, 3 breaths, keep on pushing, keep on moving the 2 knees together, belly in, and at the end of the 3rd, really slowly, go down. Okay, roll on your right side, push with the left hand, sit up, Dandasana again. Now, point your feet. Stay there, 3 breaths. Keep the spine straight. Beautiful. Now, roll your arms outward. Push the thumbs back. Move the hands down toward the ground, just to touch really gently with the tip of your fingers the ground. But in the meantime, lift the sternum up, push the chest up and forward. 3 breaths. Okay, now lean back, put your hands down on the ground with the fingers pointing back. Keep a gentle bend on the elbows. Push with the hands against the ground and push the chest up and forward. 3 breaths. And release. Okay, now I'm gonna do something weird, as usual with me. So turn your arms even more out in order to have the fingers pointing almost to each other. For someone it's easy to have it pointed to each other, for some other it's really hard. So find where you can do it and keep the gentle bend on the elbows. And keep in this movement, push the chest up to the sky and forward. Look up, 3 breaths. And release. Okay, now, comfortable position. You can even sit on a bolster or blocks, whatever is comfortable for you. Because we're going to focus on the arms now. So now I want you to grab your elbows behind your back. So if it's hard, you can start just grabbing your wrist. Once that you grab your wrist, you can gently walk with the hands toward the elbows. If it's not possible for today to grab your elbows, this is not a problem. Then day by day, you will keep on working and you will be able to grab the elbow. Well, already done. Easy. Okay, now lift the sternum, push the forearm down. 3 breaths. And now start pushing the forearms back, away from the back, from your back. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd, release. And now
just observe which forearm is lower and which one is higher. Because now I want you to switch. So put the arm that is lower up and the upper one down. 3 breaths, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, push the forearm down. And at the end of the third, push the forearm away from the back. 3 breaths. And release. Okay. Now, roll the arms outward. Well, actually, now we're gonna move again into Dandasana, sorry. So you need to move from the comfortable seat. Okay, Dandasana. Roll the arms outward. Lean back. Put your hands down on the ground with the fingers pointing back. Bend gently your elbows, but keep the elbows close to each other as much as you can. Okay. Now, point your toes. Inhale. With the exhalation, lift your hips. 3 breaths. Breathe deeply on your chest. And at the end of the third, lower your hip. Okay, now move into your elbows, but put your hands down on the ground, but away from the body. So they're not close to the body, but they're out. But the elbows are right under the shoulders. Okay, and now push your chest up. You will see that it's hard. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, push with the hands against the ground, get a grip, and straighten your arms. Good. Bend your knees, grab your knees, walk back with your feet. Allow your head to move toward the chest, close your eyes. And find your balance. Allow your body to relax deeper and deeper. Observe your body moving gently, back and forth. And this is completely normal. Just observe your body. Relax your body and your mind. Just focus on this moment. Focus on your body. Focus on the feelings that you have. But if there's any thoughts coming, rising up, bring back the attention at this very moment. Don't allow your mind to wander. Just stay there. Relax. Relax in the position. Even just focus on the position. Become a witness. For one time. Don't try and control everything. If the spine is not perfect, who cares? You're still in balance. If the 2 feet are not completely in line, who cares? You're still in balance. Don't judge yourself. Observe and be proud of how you are. You're perfectly in balance. And even if your body keep on moving, it means that you're alive. But even with all those movements, you're still stable. Okay, now, without opening your eyes, lift your head, cross your legs, put your hands over your knees, create small circles with your lumbar spine, both on one side and on the other side. Now put your feet in Baddha Konasana with the feet quite far away from your pubis. Roll your hips forward and allow your spine to unwind. Relax completely your body. 5 breaths. Use the gravity to go down. Now the force of your muscles. At the end of the 5th breath, really slowly come back up. Put your hands again on the knees, keep your eyes closed, and again create circles with your lumbar spine, both on one side and on the other side. Now, bring the 2 knees together, still with your eyes closed. Keeping the 2 knees together, grab your legs with both arms and put your chest in contact with your legs. Keep a firm contact between legs and chest. Allow your head to move down toward the legs and really gently start walking forward with your feet in order to straighten your legs. But be gentle. So as soon as you feel your body stretching, stop and observe if this stretching is comfortable or uncomfortable. If it's comfortable, you can really gently keep on walking forward. If it's not, step back. I want you to find the spot where it is still comfortable, but when you move forward, it's no longer comfortable. So be gentle with yourself. Allow your body to stretch, but in a gentle way, in a respectful way. Allow your neck to lengthen. Allow the muscles of your face to relax completely. Relax your shoulders and stay there. Really gently
Walk back with your feet. Keep your eyes closed. Put your hands behind your buttocks and really gently lay down on the ground. Really, really gently. Okay. Now bring your knees toward the chest. Keep your eyes closed. And bringing the knee toward the chest, observe the lengthening of your lumbar spine. While in this position, still with your eyes closed, you can either roll on right or left side or create circles with your knees. If you create circles, remember to do it on both sides. Last moments. Now, you can enter Shavasana. Take everything you need to be comfortable in Shavasana. If you have some tension on the lumbar spine, don't hesitate to put a bolster under the knees. If you have a blanket, just use it. If you have an eye pillow, go for it. Just take everything that you need to be comfortable. And just for the first moments, observe your body and observe the feelings that you have. Even the small feelings. Think about this class. And remember which movement gave you more intense feelings. With which movement you felt more open. With which you felt relaxed. Observe how your body reacted before relaxing completely. At the end of Shavasana, I'm going to chant the mantra. And at the end of the mantra, I'm going to guide you out of the pose. Till that moment, just relax.
Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtin Vadanam Mudvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityor Mukshiyam Amritat Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtim Vadanam Mudvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityor Mukshiyam Amritat Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtin Vadanam Mudvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityor Mukshiyam Amritat. Slowly, start moving your toes and fingers. Bring back the awareness into your body. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tensions. One more time. Gently stretch your body. Bend your knees and roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before pushing with the left hand to sit up comfortably for the chant of 3 Om. Keep your spine straight yet relaxed. Belly in. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, but in a gentle way. Hands in Inana Mudra or Chin Mudra. Keep your eyes closed and your jaw relaxed. Inhale deeply. Relax your belly, your throat, your face. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Open your eyes. Namaste.